Scorpio, welcome back. Here's what happened. I'm reading for you and your person as a mid-month special, February 2019 mid-month, and I'm shuffling two decks. I laid out the first four cards for you, and then I hit the freeze button on my computer. So what we have, just to kind of pick where we left off, is the moon. We have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Swords. So, these could be reversed. One of you is definitely very emotional this month, the second half of the month, pretty emotional. One of you is, this could be you, Scorpio, is, we have the moon card, and I'm thinking this very well could be you, is thinking about whether you are, you're thinking about where to put your energy. Clearly, you're thinking about where to put your energy, and if you want to stay in this relationship or cut it out. You don't want any more crap. You don't want any more BS. This is definitely an emotional time between the moon and we've got the Nine of Swords. So something's been bothering you, keeping you up, occupying too much of your time. And then amidst all that, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's this energy here waiting to happen. There's a lot of good going on in at least a couple areas of your life. You might be making some tangible things happen at work. You might be trying to get a new idea off the ground. However, this is surrounded by some tense or intense energies. So let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. Wow. All right, so the Lovers. So you could be thinking about this being an important decision that you have to make. Or, literally just could be a very soulful, soul-connected, soulmate-ish sort of relationship that you're dealing with here, Scorpio. So, and just right underneath that is the Wheel of Fortune. So with the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to go right out on my limb here. And some of you could be dealing with an air sign, but there's definitely some big love connection here. I can't say it's always been a good one. Definitely has had its good things, and maybe you should focus on some of that before you cast the baby out with the bathwater, just so you're not resentful even if it does end. I'm not saying it's going to end, but there's definitely, you're on the precipice or on the edge of deciding if something should end, okay? And this other person has got Judgment, Page of Swords. Wow, very interesting. Page of Wands. And the Five of Swords. So very interesting. In some ways, you have some things in common, which wouldn't be surprising with the Lovers. And then under the deck, they have the Empress. So at the heart of it, they're actually wanting to create. They may want to create something with you as a second chance with you. They want to come forward. I think they want to come forward with the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands, but I think they're really kind of not sure how they're going to be received. I think they're anticipating some conflict. And they're not altogether, they're not altogether sure-footed about approaching you. So I don't know in this time period if they're going to approach you. We definitely do have like the Page of Wands as in a communication sort of way that somebody might approach you. They might approach you for the truth. They might try to give you the truth. They might try to reconcile. I'm getting kind of this is an immature energy. So I'm thinking that if they do approach you, they're going to be more inclined to say something like, to keep it, like, even though you would be like, oh my God, I can't believe you're approaching me. It's been so long or whatever. They're going to keep it trivial just to get into your graces. Like something's going to pop up in your text feed that's going to be like, hey, thought of you the other day. I was at ABC bar or something, and that same guy was there. Or I was wondering if you could pass me information on blank, and you'll be like, what? Why are you talking to me about something so trivial? But it's going to be their way of getting back in touch with you. I just feel like somebody wants a second chance. Somebody wants to get back in touch with you, Scorpio. they're a little bit shy or confused and they don't know how to approach you. Um, yeah, because they have the Empress on the bottom, but right underneath that, they have strength. But it's showing up in reverse, even though I'm not reading reversals. It's showing up in reverse. So they may not have the confidence. It's just what I'm thinking. They may not have the confidence to come right at you with like what you would hope, which is, wow, I've been thinking of you, let's talk, or wow, it's been a long time, I can't entirely explain it. I mean, they could come across with almost anything, and as long as they got to share something with you and gave you a piece of the puzzle, I get the feeling you would be fine with that. That would be like, oh, okay, I could start to piece this together and not, stress so much about this when I go into my head, Nine of Swords. Like just give me a crumb. Just give me like a substantial crumb here and I could piece it together and we could probably have a chat and a drink or a coffee and we might be okay. Because this is important to you. This is definitely karmic and important to you. So there's either a lesson going down or a relationship that's in the balance of you thinking what is really like. I mean, I get the feeling this has gone on a long time, and your patience may be wearing a little bit thin. So it's very stalemate-ish here. Like you're waiting for them to come up with something. You don't want to be the one to have to do it, and yet they're skittish for whatever reason. Um, they're skittish about it, and that's not going to work for you this time. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if anything's going to happen this particular month. I would just say don't jump to any conclusions because they may not be operating from their best place, even though you might say they don't. I would just say maybe you need to give it just a little bit longer in case things come around because this is very important. Or if nothing comes around, at the very least, this is an important chapter and an important lesson happening for you, Scorpio. Let your joy rise to the surface. So whatever this means to you, whether it's with this person or in your own world first, so maybe putting your energy into things you can impact with the Ace of Pentacles. Let your joy rise to the surface. Don't be so intense. Don't be so worried. Don't be so, Queen of Swords, Moon, emotional, hinging on whatever this person is doing. You don't need this person to complete you or to be joyful. You have the capacity for that within you. Yes, they're an important relationship, but let your joy rise to the surface because I can assure you, if you come at this like a Queen of Swords with this person, if you're thinking in any way, shape, or form that you want to have any conversation, whether it's a closure conversation or whether it's a future conversation, coming at it from this energy is not, it's just, you just really don't want to do that because I think that would just be so counterproductive right now. So I hope this was helpful. And watch your other readings. If this one didn't resonate, please comment and I'll see you soon.